In this video, we're going to check and validate this slug and make sure if the slug exists. So if I go back there and choose, for example, hellonext.js and put something, for example, a dash at the end, the page not found, and then we get some errors. I think that's not what we want. So in the index.js, inside blog directory, inside pages, so pages blog index.js, we're going to get the blog. So fetch document from collection by field name. And here we need to check if actually the blog is not empty. If you remember in the last videos, we wrote something in a lib utility, we wrote is empty. So we're going to use is empty here. Basically, we're going to bring it here. And then we are going to say if the blog is not empty, then continue. So if not is empty, then we are happy to go and update the state. In the else part, we're going to set a state which is not found, for example, true. This dot set state found is false, and then on top found could be true. So here we can just write it in one line. I'm going just to go here and then pass the block there. There we go. We don't need this one anymore. So we are passing the found and the block if it is not empty. Otherwise, if it is empty, just do this one. Also, this bit only makes sense if we find the block. Otherwise, there is nothing really. So I'm going to cut this one and paste it here as well. And then as you can see, we need this one. This is mounted everywhere. So we can wrap everything actually here. And so I'm going to grab this one. So we're just checking if it is mounted first. We make sure the block is not empty. And if it is not empty, we're just going to set some states. The found is, in this case, is true. And we are going to also set the blog, otherwise the found is false. And also if it is true, I just forgot, we're going to just use the base or rebase if you remember from the past. And then when we come to the component will on mount, we might not have this one. So we can say if this dot state dot found, then we should be able to unbind it or remove the binding, because it means we have been there and we have the this.ref. Otherwise we don't have the this.ref. Also we can check if the this.ref is defined. So both actually work. Instead of this one, we can say if this ref exists, then remove the binding, otherwise nothing. And so by having that one, we actually made sure that we have the block. So we need to do a few more things. Obviously, we need to pass this one in the. So in a constructor, we have all of these things. And if when we come back here, probably we don't need this part because we're only going to change it if we found the block. So let's keep this one there. And then we are going to use error component in next. So let's just import it and see how it works. We're going to say import error from next error, and inside our code we can check if found is false, then show the error message. Let's come back here quickly and in a render method. Now we can say if this dot state found, then we are going to return error with the code of 404, obviously. So status code, it will be 404. And this is all. But as you can see, we are getting 404 no matter what, even though this one is correct, because obviously we should say if not found, then we should get this one. And if I go and change it to dash not found, and probably then here, this one is going to overwrite it. So I need to just comment all of this, and now we are getting 404, the actual 404. So refresh. So just trying to go to the right one. Yes, it works. If anything is wrong, we go to 404, which makes sense. So this is for this video, and now we don't need this one anymore.